Peace, everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. Alright, y'all. So Shakur, Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez, they go at it on social media, on Twitter to be exact, just trading insults to each other. Teo, he starts off by atting Shakur and atting Dean the Great, saying, fight Dean the Great, settle the beef. If y'all remember, I made a video about this a year ago. Shakur was on a podcast and he had responded to when Dean the Great had called him out. For those who don't know who Dean the Great is, he's a YouTuber who used to box like in a park, do the street boxing. Him and he's not affiliated with him, but it's another YouTuber called Asian cat called Lil Cray Cray, and like they were traveling all over and they got so famous with it. Now they actually fight on Misfits Boxing with the YouTubers with KSI and everybody. And Dean, he's like, well, he was a champion. Now Cray Cray got his belt, which I hope they fight soon. But Cray, he had called Dean. Dean had called out Shakur and Ryan and Tank saying he would knock him out and all that stuff. And Shakur had responded to it about a year ago. So down, and then Teo was working with Dean the Great, training with him. He cool with him, so I guess he added him, just to start off some stuff between them two too. And then Shakur started talking about that's why Keyshawn knocked out your dad right in front of him, right in front of you, and you talking about he had health conditions and all this stuff, and they going back and forth, and he's saying you gonna say all that stuff when you see me in person, and Teo be like, I'm gonna be at the fight, and Shakur like, bet. Teo like, focus on your fight, I'm gonna be there supporting and watching and finalizing my deal. And then he ended off saying, make sure you have your, Teo told Shakur, make sure your daughter have a beautiful Valentine's Day gift, something like that. It's just a whole crazy big mess. I know how Teo get. He like to troll. He's like the Charleston White / 50 Cent troll of boxing today. And all the racial stuff I don't really bang with, but I don't really dig too deep into it because ignorant people is ignorant, so it is what it is with that. But I like it, the back and forth. I like all of it because, like I tell y'all, I like these things because it builds up for potential fights. And then when you do fight, you got history and it's going to be some real beef. And it calls for an interesting build up, an interesting training camp, press conference, weigh in, and then the actual fight itself. I'm a fighter, so I like stuff like this. Trash talking, the insults, it's all part of the game. Like you can't be all soft and be in this game. So even with like the casual, the people who watch it, they don't like certain fighters because they talk too much trash and all this stuff. Well, you're a fighter. You just like your job. Aggression, testosterone. This is what we do. So it is what it is. But being with that said, I like the fight between Shakur Stevenson and Teo at 140 now. Teo about to move up to 147. So I don't think the fight will actually happen unless they do some type of catch weight, maybe like 144 or something like that. But before something like that happens, Shakur might probably have to go up to 140 first to get a fight up there to test the waters. Unless he think he's just that great to fight Teo. But they already got fight deals set up, so it's just trash talk right now. But maybe like in a year and a half or two or something, or just maybe somewhere in between or later half of their deals, maybe they can do some type of extension, another 1-2 fight deal, and maybe them two can be inside there with some type of weight clause. And all this stuff is in the realm of possibility. It can happen. Money is involved, big interest is involved, you know, legacy is involved. So they can make it happen if they really want to. But we're going to have to see. But Tio is right. Shakur got to focus on his fight with Padley, which I don't think he really would have a problem with. But, this is boxing, so nothing is set in stone. And then Tio got to focus because he got some big fights coming on the horizon himself. And if he just not careful, he's going to end up losing again because he already got a loss to Cambosis, somebody he's supposed to easily beat. So if he's not careful, he can get another upset. And Ben's though that he been looking kind of bad in his later fights at 140, then he got a lot to work on. So we just gonna have to see. So it is what it is. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.